1 Mississippi, 2. Welcome back. I think welcome back. I'll just say it 100%.
Welcome. Yeah.
We're doing Throwback Thursday next, which is obviously we haven't done this before, but because it's our origins episode, let's briefly go into a little bit of who we are and how we know each other, and then we're gonna show you guys some clips of this vlog that we ran together, and I'll explain that after.
Absolutely.
So, what do you have to say? Who are we, and why do we know each other, and why the hell did I bring this person onto this show?
Yeah, I guess like the best way to describe it, when like I go back, obviously, you know, with time these things become like I don't know, they become very like big in your head, but like I would say if it were anybody else, I would say my memory of it has become exaggerated, except it's you. So there's no way it's an exaggerated
I love how
memory.
you preface how you tell everything. It's so great. Yes.
So like it's literally a case of, and she walked into the room and I don't know, it's like the wind blew, the shutters closed.
Wait, what room? Explain that part. So for people that didn't catch that post of mine before it got deleted, where I told the whole story.
Yeah. So Poetic License was the intro, but essentially we had, and of course it makes sense, we started our relationship in the Psychology of Human Sexuality class. Dawson,
who, oh my God, please be on someday.
Yeah, seriously. And, you know, I'm sitting there, and I got there early because as an older student, you know, like you want to be on time.
Well, how old were you? This is what... This was 11 years ago. So this was
11 years ago.
11 and a half, I think, or 10 and a half.
Well, that gives away some like important details. Yeah.
I was 19, about to turn 20, and and you were 29, about to turn 30.
That's what it was. Yeah. And you know, there's this platinum-y blonde. Ooh.
Oh, I was still blonde.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's fun.
Walks in the room like in this like baby, I don't know what you would call it because fashion is not my forte, but like a baby doll 50s kind of dress.
Oh my God, you really remember?
I do.
I'm sorry, I don't remember what
it was like bluish with
it was white with blue polka dots.
Yes,
Holy
that
shit.
was exactly it. Okay,
with like a blue bow.
And like I see this like Elvis Presley tattoo, and I'm just like, and I see like obviously this is like a young person, and I'm like, okay, great. Like I'm fascinated, instantly fascinated. Like, you know, Massachusetts is a lot of things, but it does seldom surprise me sometimes. So like to be in a class and have this very unique like
we're in like a state school too.
Absolutely.
So like nowadays I feel like it's normal to dress like different or whatever, but back then it stuck out, like for sure.
You definitely stuck out. And then, you know, we very quickly realized us and the professor were the only 3 people in the room that actually knew anything about sex. You know, and by anything I mean like basic stuff, like where the labia majora was, like, or that they even existed, you know, fun, like interesting things like that. So and then it kind of was love at first sight. I remember us making a lot of like dirty looks across the room at each other.
We were in a circle. And we were directly across from each other.
I have a picture somewhere.
And you had an eyebrow ring, and I was like, who has an eyebrow ring? It is 2009.
That's true.
No, but like then I grew to love the fact that you had an eyebrow.
I had
ring.
just discovered Hot Topic in 2009.
I love you. Yeah, you were like
we won't
say why, but you were like 12 years behind like my curve, where I was like over piercings by like 12, you know, like I was over that shit. No, but like it was adorable because I was like, who's this little hippie boy?
I know.
And then you made a dirty comment, and or the teacher asked something, and then like we both responded with like a dirty joke or whatever it was, and you like looked across at me and you were like, what's up? And I was like, let's be friends forever.
Absolutely.
So then we became super close. We both got each other through like a tough time, and then we moved to Brooklyn. We decided like a year after I graduated and you sort of graduated, we decided to move to. I just walked into like our old. So we started like a sex LGBT. It wasn't a sex. I'm sorry. It was an LGBT. Jesus Christ, Pride Alliance, and we like reestablished it. And like you were the president and I was the vice president. So we were really close, but then also worked together. So then we were like, we can live together. Let's do this. So a year later, we were
And
like,
hence Papa Dom and Mama Dom were born.
well, right, before we moved to Brooklyn, we decided, we were like, let's make a vlog and just like talk about sex, because I think people like to hear us talk about it. But they probably don't. But that's okay, because we're still going to do it anyways.
It's okay, yeah.
And we made this really janky-ass blog with my MacBook. Vlog.
But,
hey.
Yeah, you're right here. I love it.
I thought you were going to be like, what are you doing later?
But I was thinking, like, you know, we had like a really specific need and reason. Like, the human sexuality class was important detail of this, because we did realize that people in our general like peer group actually knew very little, and
right, like I had a sex column in our newspaper, our school newspaper, and people would actually be like, whoa, like even the professors would be like, whoa, I learned a lot, and be about like butt sex. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and like,
so we were like flourishing as sex communicators, and also we were doofy, and we were like, let's put ourselves on camera every day forever.
Well, you want to normalize talking about sex, because that is where the education comes from, and like we were like, oh my gosh, not only is there no such thing as comprehensive sex education in the US, queer sex education, oh my god. Like,
and just general deviant understanding and acceptance and not judgment. And like, and the other part was YouTube wasn't like really a thing. Like, yeah, sure, YouTube existed, but it was more like videos where like the video went viral, not the people. Like people weren't getting famous, so like we couldn't even do it on YouTube because we were saying naughty stuff. So we did it on Daily Motion. And we got pulled down like a year later. We got nuked
with like tons of videos on there.
Yeah,
Somebody
we lost
finally
a lot of
nuked
content.
us.
So speaking of content, you don't know what I'm playing, but I'm gonna play something first.
Okay.
And this is an example. I wanted to play a little example of how we have changed a little bit. So let's play the first one. I can't wait for you to see these.
Oh, there's one.
Look at my hair. What is going on?
Have you ever been gangbanged? Wait, what are we doing? Are we rolling a...
I don't know. I can't hear it though.
And that's when I say goodbye, friends.
What we're doing in that video is pulling questions out of a hat.
Oh, okay.
Should we play it again? Yeah. All right, let's play it again. Sorry. We you know, I have like technology from... This is technology from forever ago.
From forever ago. And,
it's gonna like buzz and stuff.
Oh, I love that hat.
All right, there we go.
Have you ever been gangbanged? Tell the story.
Oh.
And that's when I say goodbye, friends.
What's up with your hair in that clip?
I think that was just like I don't know. That was like all of these are like chopped up pieces, but
that was
one way we've changed is clearly I tell my gangbang story now.
Oh,
it's on our last episode.
You never told it.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't tell it.
Wait, that's where that reference originated from.
Yeah. People. Yeah.
See, I'm slow with this shit. Sorry. Okay.
Also, it was really cute. We used to pull like questions out of a hat. Now we just have them on our phone like adults.
Yeah,
what is wrong with it? And that buzzing needs to go.
There
like,
was a buzzing.
You didn't hear that?
I mean, my head's always buzzing.
From 2006. I can't even.
Amazing.
All right. Let's play the next one. This one's wicked funny.
Okay. What? Oh.
Well, no, it's not wicked funny, but I forgot.
Oh, jeez. What is?
Oh my god, I'm so fucking chubbo bubbo.
What is going on with my face?
Wednesdays.
Where are we?
Discuss.
What have you been watching, Aaron?
Well, I've been watching this amateur pornographer.
Oh, it's what if we've been watching Wednesday?
Nathan.
I know you don't even remember.
I know, but he's hot, and he shoots really huge loads in his jerk off videos. So there will be.
It's this guy Nathan that's jerking off.
Got this place.
That's what you were watching.
Oh, I vaguely remember that.
The video I picked was, I think her name. I don't know how to pronounce her name. I think it's Ophelia or something like that. And she does porn, but this one specific video is a piss video where she gets pissed on by like 5 dudes in like a kiddie pool, and then like drinks her own piss afterward, and like their piss in a bowl and swallows tons of it, and like all that good stuff. So
yeah,
it's pretty hot.
Wow.
All right, so well, that's one way I haven't changed. You still watch jerk off videos that were sent to you by like some amateur guy.
That's kind of true.
In general, but you like amateur porn. You're an X videos
Shout
fan.
out to all the boys watching who sent me
find
dick
us there.
pics.
Hey, and piss.
Yeah.
Well, There we go.
There we go.
That's us in a fucking nutshell right there.
Something's changed.
Something's don't change. All right, I like that. That was fun. This is fun to play for you. I really like this. All right, so the next video we have is
Wait, did you title this "What We've Been Peeing"?
yeah. I just have those are the names of my files. Don't call me out. So, all right, we do have examples of us actually trying to teach people about sex.
Okay.
So I have a few of those. So let's play the first one.
Okay.
Just bear with us while we have. And if you guys, if you're listening to the podcast, not watching, obviously go over to our YouTube at Much Obliged -TV.
It's Media Monday.
Okay.
And today we're going to talk about something that doesn't really matter that much, but it's kind of fun, which is pop culture. And I brought to Aaron's attention recently that Britney Spears has a song on the radio on like very mainstream stations, like has a video for it and everything about threesomes. And not only just threesomes, but like 2 male, 1 female threesomes.
Ooh,
specifically. So I just thought it was interesting that for one of the first times there's like a powerful woman, or powerful in her like, pop culture, right?
Powerful woman was
who's
Britney
like
Spears.
speaking about threesomes openly, with like it's not like hidden dialogue. There's a song called 3. For like 3 humans.
Man, because that girl wants all her holes filled. You know what I'm saying?
Field.
All of her
Always
holes
had a hard time
field.
with field.
Huh?
That is ridiculous.
That was fucking great. Oh my god, I forgot about the last part where you're like field and I make fun of. By the way, like in some of these you have like you say things funny and it cracks me up and like I can't.
It's my verbal dyslexia.
No, it's so cute. Like, you're one of the smartest people I know, but once in a while when you're talking, you say the goofy shit, and I love it so much. And I call you out in 100 of these videos. Like, I'm just like,
no, I'm at least.
How are you my friend? I'm such a rhyme bitch.
No, I'd rather be called out than everybody be like, oh, that motherfucker thinks it's said like that.
Field. It was just so, you just randomly had like your Maryland accent back. That was cute.
That was kind of entertaining.
Well, that Media Monday is like our thought topic, so that's why I want to play that.
That's what.
Yeah.
Okay,
so like
that's what it
Britney
was
Spears 10, 11 years ago talking about getting her holes filled by 2 dudes at once is like sort of like our new Janelle Monáe talking about like I'm bisexual, I dig dudes and chicks and who gives a shit, get over it. I'm gonna wear this suit and rap at you, and then I'm gonna, put on this sexy one piece and be like,
so fucking amazing.
How was that?
Oh my god, it was so hot. At one point, she's like has the whole crowd going, "I'm dirty, I'm proud." So I'm the like Black and Proud James Brown tune. It was like,
God, she's like my
It was amazing.
I would sniff her underwear for like $2 million. Just a slight sniff. I still can't talk, so that hasn't changed.
Wow, that was very entertaining. Hey, speaking of which, though, it reminded me of like the MMF stuff. Like, I can't lie, I've gotten into it like way more recently. Like, at least the porn.
Why do you think that?
I don't know, but bisex.com I think has some really hot videos where the female models on the video seem so into the like gay sex that's happening that like you're into her being into them in like a way that like is very.
Is she kind of cuckish?
I mean, it is kind of cuckish,
or just
but
like celebratory.
No,
I feel like
no, it's celebratory, not cuckish. What
just
it
getting
is
off to it.
is she finds it hot that the 2 guys are like banging around. And so, speaking of which, so like we have an X videos page. Y'all should find the Screw podcast on X videos and add us along with bisex.com. Anyway.
Yeah, let's play the next clip because I'm ready because this one's fun. All right, so this is one of us actually trying. Did I open the last one wrong? Whatever, sorry. This is one of us actually trying to teach people stuff.
Okay, yeah, you did.
So this is us taking.
4 days and has yet to watch the ejaculate out of her hair.
Thanks, Aaron.
Well, just had to point it out.
He has a point. Anyways, so today's vlog, we are going to talk about autoerotic asphyxiation, which I can't pronounce, sorry. This is like a serious vlog for once, so we're not going to joke around about it. The act of cutting off any kind of airflow to your brain is
Dangerous.
really dangerous. Actually dangerous, and especially if you're doing it by yourself.
Sorry, that's all.
I've had a friend that died from it.
We sound stupid.
He was like hanging himself while masturbating, and he lost control of the situation, and he actually died because he was doing that. And I don't know, I don't suggest it. I understand that orgasms are definitely better when there is less blood flow to the brain, but I don't think it's worth it in the end. I mean, you could lose your life from it. So there's definitely better ways to make your orgasm better besides almost dying. So I don't know, I guess my suggestion is not to do it at all. I don't think there's a safe way to do it, and I don't think you should be doing any kind of act like that by yourself, especially. I mean, you shouldn't be doing it in the first place, but especially alone.
If you absolutely feel you need to do it, have somebody with you.
Right. Yeah, I guess it's the safest way, even though it's not a safe
It's
thing
the
at all.
best tip like you could give if you're gonna go out and do it anyway.
Right.
Have a buddy.
That's
Well,
interesting.
I don't know. I feel like I don't like to ever be so one way about stuff. I feel like I was
Yeah.
really one way. I think it's because I had that experience, obviously, of a friend losing their life to that.
No,
So.
and that's a visceral thing, and we can't actually, like, that's an important thing to talk about in and of itself. We cannot discourage people's like personal experiences and the way it shapes the way they feel about things, and like, you know, not to discount it. All I would say is I would encourage you to like challenge yourself to think about like there's lots of ways to like look at something. Just through our experience, they'd call it anecdotal, right? Like, it doesn't necessarily mean it applies to everybody. It actually doesn't even mean it happens often. It means you've seen it happen once or twice, so you therefore
Well,
think
and
it
we're not
is.
doctors, and
Right.
we're not, we're not sexologists, we're not therapists, and we can't tell you what's right and wrong to practice and whatever. But in my experience,
So
it's unsafe to do it alone. At least have a buddy on hand, obviously.
absolutely. See, I was gonna say like
Which you said at the end.
How can we
obviously.
look at that? Well, yeah, no, fine, but like, would you change anything that you said back then?
Well,
now?
I wouldn't be so concrete. I think
Okay.
I would immediately say have a friend on hand.
Yeah.
Which you probably like made me realize, like, obviously it's not 100%, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
But there's also other risky behavior that you can partake in that also puts you at risk.
Right.
This one is just I'll say this: if you're not with somebody who's experienced in a blood choke versus a airway choke, you know what I mean? Like if there's a difference. Like if you're cutting off the blood to your brain, there's a difference in cutting off the actual oxygen. And if you don't know the difference between those chokes and your partner doesn't, do not do it.
Yeah.
It's definitely not something that you should be doing blindly.
Yeah.
And if you do it, especially the autoerotic part, definitely try to do it with the person.
Yeah, so this is what I'd say. Looking back at some of the stuff where we always tried to qualify these things with like, look, we are nobody. We didn't have degrees at the time. We were just like people in the world, like trying to figure out like.
No, we had degrees by then.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But that's,
well, it does not that matters, okay? But like the fact of the matter is we were still. If I were to do this differently today, what I would do is I would look up much more educational information about the stuff we were saying.
And maybe bring someone on that's like an expert in choking, and that, because I can't say one way or another how close I've ever been.
Yeah.
I've been choked many times. I don't choke myself. I can't say one way or another how close I've ever been to death. I've passed out, obviously. So who knows?
Right.
Like, we could be just as unsafe. The idea of doing it alone, I still don't condone. I'm sorry.
Well, no, absolutely. I agree with that too. I will definitely stick with that. Like, buddy system, especially with risky activity, like anybody in the kink community.
Even if they're on the other side of the door and they just, can tag in or something,
Absolutely. I think it's really important to keep your safety within your sexuality at foremost. And
it's never worth it to cross that line into unsafe, whatever that means. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You can bring yourself to as unsafe as it's comfortable for you and as it's plausible,
Absolutely.
but you shouldn't be bringing yourself to the point of you're not sure what's going to happen.
Yeah. And the thing is we should start it's always, to me, the problem is in the kink community, because of some stigmas with it. It's always hard to get information about safety out. You don't, people are curious, and it's kind of okay, we could have been don't do it, but it's
well, I didn't say that. That's what I would change, is that I wouldn't say don't do it. I would say there's precautions to put in place
exactly
to make sure that you stay safe.
Perfect summation.
And at the end of the day, you should definitely always make sure that the person that you're doing it with is willing to call 911.
Absolutely.
I've always told, I know this sounds weird, but I've always told like the people I lived with or my mom or whatever, like if I ever end up getting choked to the point of no bueno, it's not their fault.
Yeah.
Which is fucked up. But like, don't crush my larynx, but also it's not their fault.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, we've definitely grown since then. Should we play the next one?
Probably.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm sorry guys, this segment's our longer segment. So our next one, let's play it up. So this one is also like another quick example or longer example of us giving instructions on something.
Oh jeez. Wait,
hey
what's
everyone,
going on?
it's Teach Me Something Tuesday, and today we're talking about safe words, and we're going to start discussing them.
Wait,
so
is that
we
me?
have
Yeah.
Aaron strapped in the bed
Look at my...
in restraints right now. Stop waving. And we're going to discuss
My titties
any
look
kind of
like
safe
that.
word used in any kind of sexual situation. So today we're doing some sort of like S&M situation, as you can see, because we have some restraints. And we want to make sure we establish a safe word before we start doing anything sexual, so that the word no can be used, but you won't actually stop because the person wants whatever it is that's happening. They don't actually, so they're going to say no and actually mean yes. So what is our safe word today, Aaron?
Schenectady.
Okay, now that's a bad example.
Did I say
So
Schenectady.
if you actually want the person to stop, it's not going to work very well.
You can see the person recording his head in the corner.
Alright, anyway, so...
I know.
Look at how bad it is.
Move the cursor.
I'm like moving.
Anyways, okay, so our safe word today
That's
should be something like strawberry is good. How about strawberry? Will you remember strawberry?
Strawberry.
You have to make sure you talk to the person to make sure that it's something good.
Yeah, got it. Strawberry.
Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate how to use a safe word. So what I'm going to do is spank Aaron, and he's going to say either no or whatever he wants, and I'm not going to stop until he says the word strawberry. Okay?
Okay.
I would ask you if you're ready, but I don't actually care, so.
This is so bad.
No. No, stop. No. Stop. Yes, strawberry.
Okay, so stop laughing. So he said strawberry, so obviously I'm going to stop because that's a safe word. I'm going to stop without ruining the mood or.
That was terrible. By the way, that explanation of using a safe word was fucking terrible.
Okay, yeah.
Because I don't explain why
Right.
people would be saying no. Feel
Yeah.
free to do that. Like, what is wrong with me?
I think...
Also, the filming was so good with the person in
It
the
was
corner
great.
with the
That
hair.
part
I
was
can't
amazing.
even-
So-
oh my god.
So what I would say is we definitely didn't give the clip any context whatsoever. Like, you know, if our goal was to be educational, we should have first said, so there's alternate communities and that do things that require a whole set of conversations
Yeah, I'm
that you're
like
not.
in a BDSM situation.
Right.
Like, I definitely like skirted through. Like, I guess I
Yeah.
probably didn't know how to.
I think we
articulate it.
thought we were speaking to a very, like, our audience, you know, like...
Well, back
which-
then, by the way, for the record, we
Yeah.
used to have like 100,000 viewers watching our shit. What
That's
the
true.
hell were you watching?
Yeah,
I still have friends that
seriously.
used to watch that. Like, it was
I
so
know.
bad. Sorry, guys.
It was probably for your titties.
No, it wasn't.
That's true. You didn't
I
have
look
them
like
on.
a round ball.
It was.
And that's cute, but no.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I
I
feel
look a
you.
little better with a jawline.
I feel you.
But yeah, no, we should have explained that there's alternate communities that practice things like.
Well, and not
You
so
know.
alternate. There's husbands and wives like
Right.
dabbling in their bedroom. They should understand
Right,
what the
50
rules.
Shades of Grey style. If
Yeah.
someone's saying no, like the idea is you stay in character no matter what they
Absolutely.
say, no matter what they say, that you can bring them to the edge of
Yeah.
like, because you might say no, but like really mean it, whatever.
Right, we didn't explain the context, and because we've talked about consent so many times already on this show, like it is important. Like we should have highlighted more. Like here's why no in this situation is why we're talking about it. Why it's highlighted because no in general
Well,
and
not
everyday
even just
scenes.
no.
Yeah.
Ouch. Stop.
Right.
Ow.
Absolutely. Anything.
Daddy, mommy, whatever
Right.
you're calling out for.
Right.
Sometimes
Right.
people, if you don't have a safe word established, they'll stop and be like, wait, that triggered
Right.
something in my head to say,
Right.
like, are you okay? And you're like, you just ruined the mood because I
Yeah.
was just into that.
Well, and it helps make your scene more authentic in what you want it to be if everybody understands what the rules of engagement are. And like that is again, you know, not to beat a dead horse, it's like there should not be a situation where like, oh, we had different interpretations. Why? Because you had a discussion about what the fuck you were doing before you did it. Every goddamn time, dudes. Every fucking time.
And broads.
Well, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it's not just on the guys, but like, don't like be playing this fucking guessing game. Yeah. Oh, she seemed like she wanted, motherfucker. Until you get an answer, there's none of those excuses hold water. They don't hold water.
Like, then you establish a safe word.
Yeah, sorry to get like salty.
First you get the consent, then you establish a safe word. I think was sort of the
Should we like play it some more?
All right, so we have a couple goofy things to show you.
Oh,
mostly I'm just showing Aaron.
Should we play all of them like simultaneously?
Can we play the first one and then I just want to say one thing and then we can play the rest like back to back. That's totally fine.
All right, let's do it.
All right, let's roll the first.
Hey everyone, it's Felicia.
Wait, what's on your
today is my day
a
to
mustache.
talk to you about
Is this mustache Monday?
I guess. I got a couple emails.
Yeah, we'll replay it. Sorry for anybody that's watching. That's like, what's going on here?
Yeah, we have to intake, absorb.
Ooh. Hey everyone, it's Felicia, and today is my day to talk to you about
What's that voice?
Things, I guess. I got a couple emails.
Yeah, so that was I played like a little bit of an embarrassing clip of you, so I needed to play one of you first. God. What is that voice? I never in my life. Why is like every
wait, can you switch into the voice right now?
So, hey everybody, it's Felicia here, and I just wanted to talk to you about like Media Mondays where my titties are hanging out and clearly only watching this because I'm a sexualized version of some sort of sex doll.
Like, what the fuck is that voice? No, don't do it ever again, Felicia.
Yeah.
Like, unless I need to record something.
I'm so happy you don't do that anymore.
I just want to say,
like my voicemail recording
for work. I did a voiceover thing. Like, sure, I have voiceover work, but like, stick to that because no, there's no reason I should ever be like,
hey guys, my name is Felicia and I have big titties.
Yeah, now watch, our clicks are gonna go up from that fucking scene.
As they should.
All right, so we can just roll the next ones like back to back if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No good. Oh gosh.
These are so
it's gonna be bad.
The last one's my favorite.
What?
No, we're not taking a picture.
Why did you just take a sip of your beer? That's very awkward.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's a good idea. How come there's no slit in mouth? Oh, there is. Oh, even better. Hold on. Oh, jeez.
Look at the mask. Oh my god.
Oh, we're supposed to talk.
I got stuck. I was gonna tell this story about being like really drunk one night with somebody and. Oh wow, what's this glasses?
I don't know what we're doing.
Is that Charles Manson?
Oh, there's no audio for this one.
Oh no.
Oh well, what can you do?
Oh really? That's hilarious.
Oh, are we reading Shakespeare?
Okay, so I'll sum up that. We're reading Shakespeare and you say a midsummer's night dream and I'm like, Midsummer Nights. And you're just like, oh, and it's like the perfect like of me correcting you. It's so funny.
See, every
it's
episode
terrible.
has. Oh.
Hey everyone, it's
clean shaven. Interesting.
And we actually have a newer story to tell you. Well, both of us. Yes. Alright, so where do we start with the story?
It was a cold.
Alright, anyway, so I met this kid, and we both met him, but like, he was talking to me because.
I'm dead. I'm sorry. I've seen it like 14 times in the last day, and it's never old. Because we were super serious.
What happened?
I don't fucking know. I think whatever light we were using, whatever lamp we were using as our dope lighting, might have like fallen.
Okay.
I'm sorry, that was. Oh.
I just have to take a moment right now to give That was good. That was a good one. I want to give some props to Much Obliged TV for being like way better, like infinitely better quality than what we were doing in 2009.
Infinitely, like we had a MacBook that made a buzzing sound.
We used to talk about the buzzing sound.
We could see ourselves when we recorded, so the whole time we were clearly self-conscious of like fixing ourselves. It was so bad.
It was kind of beautiful, though.
I can't breathe. Oh my god, I cannot breathe. It's so good.
Can I ask you a question?
Before I'm telling people to call in. Ask me a question before we get out of this.
Did you ever get laid based on anything from the blog?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I did too, actually.
I think we both got laid based on the blog together by the same guy.
I may have ended up in an 8-year relationship because of our blog.
Oh, that was what it was?
Who knows?
I never ended up in that.
I don't know.
I can't brush my teeth for 8 years straight, so. All right, well, that was our Throwback Thursday, guys. Thanks for watching those terrible videos.
Yeah, get ready to call in or text us.
Yeah, call in, text 347-370-8380. We'll be back in a second.